So due to high demand, we had to do one episode on World Cup because so many people were asking about my thoughts on the World Cup. So today's question is going to be this. Will America ever win a World Cup? We're going to talk about that today. I'm Patrick Bediv, your host of Valuetainment Weekly, and we can't have all these Valuetainment episodes without one on sports. So, World Cup. U.S. got kicked out of World Cup, but they played so well, right? Especially the goalie. I mean, you're talking about the kind of saves he had. It was unbelievable, right? And Donovan, he wasn't picked up. And Klinsmann, the coach, and all these kind of frenzy that it created. Question, will America ever win a World Cup? I don't only think America's going to win a World Cup one day. I think they're going to win it very, very soon in the next 3 World Cups. I'll tell you why. You see, I grew up in Iran, so in Iran, we played soccer all the time. We didn't have baseball or golf for obvious reasons. It requires sticks. But in Iran, we played soccer all the time. Soccer was the main sport. And I went to Germany. I'll never forget when I lived in Germany in 1990 when Germany won the World Cup. And let me tell you something. Everybody in Germany was drinking their famous beers. For 1 week straight, I would go anywhere I went. People were drinking from morning till night when Deutschland won the World Cup. Some of you that have lived in Germany, you may have remembered that in 1990. I clearly remember it. The whole country had this pride. And then from Germany, I come here, and you see, soccer is not really a big deal. Basketball is a big deal. It was a Jordan era, and then Magic era, then Kobe era, Shaq era, now LeBron era, and all this stuff. Then football, you got all the Montana era. You have the, Marino era. We're going into Dallas Cowboys, Aikman Smith. Now we have Brady era. We have all these Roethlisberger, all these eras that we have, right? We have it in baseball, the Yankees, now the Dodgers. We have hockey, Kings 2 and 3 years. It's unbelievable, right? UFC in America became a bigger sport than boxing. When's the last time you and I watched heavyweight boxing with Klitschko? We don't have no more Evander Holyfield or Tyson or some of the guys that we had, all that stuff stopped. Ever since, I think Tyson bit the ear off of somebody, heavyweight said, I don't want to fight anymore because somebody could bite my ear off. But here's what I'll tell you, why America's going to win a World Cup. Here's why. You see, I lived in different countries before, and if there's one thing I can tell you about where we live in America, if you're watching this video in America, I know a lot of people watch this from all over the place. There's one thing about America. We have such a winning pride. We have such a winning pride that if there's anything in the world that gets big, we're going to become number one. It doesn't matter what it is. In anything in the world that becomes big, if golf gets big, we become number one. If any sport gets big, America somehow, some way, they compete to win. McEnroe, Agassi, tennis is not a all these guys rise up. All these guys rise up. Golf, Woods, it doesn't matter. America has that pride. And what's happened in the last few years is soccer has become very, very big in America more than before. I've been to games. I've gone to Chivas games where they get pretty crazy, right? I've gone to regular Galaxy games, and it's not that crazy 10 years ago, it's 8 years ago, but it's starting to right now. So I have a feeling people around the world know one thing about U.S. We like to win, and we really like to win and compete. The capitalism frenzy in America is about winning. Hey, just give me an opportunity to compete and I'll win. I tell you, in the next 3 World Cups, do not be surprised if U.S. doesn't win the World Cup here because everybody's rallying behind it. When you rally behind it, kids are getting inspired. There's a 12-year-old kid right now that watched the U.S. play and they lost, and he's crying in tears, practicing 24/7, and no one knows his name. But we're going to know his name in 4 years. We're going to know his name in 8 years. We're going to know his name in 12 years, and we'll all be rooting for him with the U.S. flag when U.S. wins the World Cup. It's going to happen very soon. Not about crossing your fingers or anything. It's a spirit that we have in America. That's what makes us so proud to say proud American, the United States of America. Anyways, I don't know what that has to do with soccer, but I just felt we had to do an episode on sports since everybody was asking my thoughts on World Cup. With that being said, it's my message of the week to you, and please be sure to go to my website, patrickbediv.com, and subscribe to my weekly newsletter.